How you guys doing today? This is Chuck Burns for America. Glad you're watching my YouTube channel. I got a little something I wanted to share with you. A conversation I just had with somebody. You know, I'm a cop I just had a conversation with, and it was kind of interesting. You know, and he agrees with me, but he doesn't officially agree with me. And this makes a lot of sense. I'm talking right now. If you haven't see the title for the video, but it's about driving being a privilege. You know, I mean, and thinking about it in a libertarian, objectivist kind of sort of way. You know, where it's like, you know, where, you know, liberty is liberty, you know, and I mean, I can do what I want to do as long as I don't mess with you. And there's a little bit of issue with the whole I don't mess with you, so you don't mess with me thing when you talk about roads, because it's like this kind of common area that we share, right? You know, we both will go down the roads, we both, you know, everybody's on the roads doing their thing, and so it's this common thing. But at the same time, though, you know, we can not give the government this big old control over us. They use our license against us in so many ways. They usually, like, you don't pay a parking ticket, they hold the registration in your car. I mean, like, registration in a car, I'm okay with that. It helps pay for roads, things like that. I'm okay with that. I think it's onerous here in California, but I mean, that's fine. But they use it against you. And then your license even more so. I mean, in California here, we got these tickets, they'll become bird boxes in LA. The little thing in the corner takes your picture when you're in the light. And it's illegal, by the way, because there's no law enforcement officer citing you and giving you a ticket. It's this thing, this inanimate object that could be flawed or not flawed, it could be poorly calibrated or not, and there's no way to prove that it was or wasn't at the time. They don't fly, but for some reason in Ventura County here, even though LA has thrown them out, in Ventura County here in California, the judges still act like it's a law enforcement officer that saw you do it. It's kind of ridiculous. And the thing I'm talking about this, because I'm kind of fighting one right now that I got in Ventura, and it wasn't me driving my truck, it was my employee that borrowed it. That's the truth. But that doesn't matter. The thing is, though, a law enforcement officer should be the only one to give you a ticket. But now, they're taking my license away because I'm disputing this. And I'm saying, well, where's the cop that saw me do it? Where is it? I mean, I have no right to prove to you that this other person was driving my truck. I am not obligated to even tell you who it was. That's the law, the way the courts have interpreted it. But somehow, they think they can mess with my license over it. I disagree with this highly. I mean, first off, I mean, you can't have like, inanimate objects giving people tickets. I'm sorry. You have to have a human being witness a crime, right? Okay. So going on, though, we're talking about, though, the big thing is driving a privilege. I say it's not a privilege. It's a right. And it's not to say that driving itself is a right. It's that if I buy a car with my money and I own that vehicle, the government did not help me acquire this vehicle. It does not pay my insurance on the vehicle. It does not pay the registration on the vehicle. It didn't put gas in the vehicle. The government does not have anything to do with this vehicle. I bought it, I pay for it, and I keep it full of gas. It's mine. Solely, with no other holds on it. It's mine. Now, the road that I'm driving on, unless it's a toll road, in that case, then this is makes this argument even more valid. The toll road's owned by an individual person. But in the case of most roads in this country, they're owned by the government. Our government owns our roads. Our tax dollars, our registration, our licenses pay for them. Okay? Very good, right? I mean, so first of all, this whole thing, I don't agree that you have to kind of abolish licenses at this point, too. Because, I mean, I'm okay with an ID card. California state ID, you know, I want a federal ID, but a state ID, however they want to do the ID thing, that's cool. But that ID does not give you the right or doesn't have the right to drive a link to it. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that because I own that car, like we just established. And that road, my tax dollars pay for. So how is it that the government takes a car that I pay for and they have nothing to do with the ownership or the maintaining of it, and a road that my tax dollars pay for and pay to maintain it? How is it that they can tell me, well, we're not going to let you, or we're going to let you based on whatever arbitrary, you know, standard that we're going to set that you meet to let you drive or not drive? That's ridiculous. I pay for the road with my taxes, I pay for the car with my money, I put the gas in, I insure it, and I register it, and somehow you can tell me whether or not I have the right to drive it on a road I pay for. So a road I pay for and a car that I bought, you have a right to tell me what to do with it. Is anybody lost at this point? Because, I mean, if you're lost at this point, you're in the wrong place because you just don't understand liberty, you don't understand freedom, you don't understand that governments are supposed to be minimal in their involvement in your life and not major. So that's about it, really. I just wanted to make that point. You know, I mean, I think we should honestly just all freaking say, hey, no, I'm not renewing my license, and what are they going to do? Lock everybody up, take away everybody's car? I think it's about that point in time. I mean, about the same thing with guns. They say, no more laws. We're done. Repeal the ones you got. Get it over with. Get rid of driver's licenses too. You're too much of our lives, and you've become this big beast, the blob, that has grown to such a fucking gargantuan size that at this point, it's like trying to get rid of it will be impossible because it's so entrenched in our lives. And they have these things like driver's licenses that they use to manipulate you, to make you do things so they won't give it to you. Tell me though that fits in our founding fathers' view of liberty. Tell me where that fits in, you know, my right as a property owner, my vehicle, and the road which we all pay for, that you have the right to tell me I can't use it. Get bent. I'll drive on my damn roads, in the car I paid for, on the road I paid for, when I want, and you don't have a right to tell me I can or can't. That's preposterous. Two things that I am directly financially responsible for, one completely, and the other one we are as a whole responsible for, and you're going to tell me I can or can't use it. But real quick, what if somebody's endangering other people? Well, I'm of the mind, if somebody is endangering people on the road to that extent, you know, you have traffic lights and stuff and things like that, you know, and you can... You know what? You can know if somebody's causing a problem and they could be running lights, give them a ticket. You can't take their license away. You can't take their right to drive away. But you can give them a ticket. I mean, if they're not endangering anybody, they make a horrible decision. I mean, it's like, you know, people make mistakes. You know? And sometimes, like, I got friends that have been unlucky one year. And, you know, they're going like 71, 72, like 3 speeding tickets in a year in California, and none of them are like 80, 90 miles an hour. And they get their license pulled, and it's impossible sometimes to get it back because, you know, it's like they put you in a situation where you can't drive to work now. But so you're gonna fudge it. You're gonna drive to work. You know, you have to drive to work. But because you have to drive to work and you break the law because you're driving on a suspended license now they catch you doing that, they take it away for a year. It's like this vicious cycle. It's impossible once you start to get involved in that point system. Sometimes it's impossible to get out. Because I mean, they're basically, you know, it's like people are going to have to get to work. You know, they got to feed their families, and when you get in the way of that, they're going to break that law. You're getting in their way of their pursuit to happiness. You know, I mean, basically, you know, having a happy family, taking care of their family, you're getting in the way of that as a government, and that's their right, and they shouldn't be ticketed for it. Like just driving around without a license, because they shouldn't have to have one anyway. You force people to be criminals with laws like that. You force them to be in a situation where they are breaking the law by just having to live their lives. And when you have situations where people are having to break the law just in the course of living their life, that's the onerous, vast overreach of government. It's onerous law. There's no question about it. So you know what? I think there needs to be more. My lighter's to the floor. I'm about to light a cigarette here. We're going to get done with this. But I just think that this is one of the many problems. A small little microcosm of the problems that we have of the big cosmos that is our freaking blob of a government. You know, it's a microcosm in the cosmos of the fucking government, the blob government. It's entrenched establishment of rules, regulations to control you, to manipulate you, force you to become a criminal when you make some honest mistakes, and then keep you in the system after that and don't let you out. And make it so that you are just constantly paying them money. That's the thing. You charge huge fines for criminals. I mean, for certain the crimes committed. Criminals don't have money. You give somebody a huge fine for driving without a license. But you won't let them drive to work to make money? It's like, it doesn't even add up. It's a complete nonsensical crap. I somehow have to pay you all this money from a job that I can't get to because you take away my license, and you're charging me even more money for just trying to live my life and trying to get to work and feed my family. Because I do that now, I'm a criminal, and I have to pay you more money. It's preposterous. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. You know, I'm trying to come up with some new content soon here. Probably gonna take to the streets pretty soon here. I like what Adam versus the Mandate is going on, asking people questions. I mean, I'm a pretty good conversationalist, and I want to bring you guys some interviews with real people. I mean, this is one of the things I want to post to people, this whole driver's license thing. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You pay for the road, you pay for the car, and you have a right to tell me what to do for what reason? For how? For the collective good? Anytime I hear collective, I get suspicious. Have a good day, guys. Remember, follow me on Twitter. It's Chuck Burns for America, or Chuck Burns for USA. That's the number 4, not FOR, on YouTube. And then on Twitter, it's CBurns for VTA. And it's at CBurns for VTA, and that's CBURNS, the number 4, VTA. VTA, just like it sounds. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and make people think. Go out there. Don't shy away from conversations. People want to start talking to you about something. Talk to them. Convince them of what we think, and how it's right and how libertarianism is the real conservative and real republicanism. It's just that it's the unco-opted form of it. So go out there into the world, spread the message of freedom, liberty, and all day long to the man. Because you don't serve us anymore. You enslave us.